Coming up next, it is a UFC Welterweight Championship showdown between the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. Sometimes lost in the shuffle of all that is Colby Covington, we don't talk enough about just how elite a welterweight this is. Realized the UFC interim welterweight title back in the day, and he's a guy who many people believe on any given Saturday night, he can be the top 170-pound fighter in the world.
Absolutely, and it's the work ethic. It's the work ethic of Colby Covington that stands out. When I was at Oklahoma State as a coach, we wanted to recruit Colby Covington out of junior college because he was such a phenomenal workhorse. Everybody recognized it from day one, and when you watch it in his approach to his fights, he fights in that very same way. He's in your face, he's grabbing you, he's punching you, he's taking you down, and he'll even stand and strike and throw big shots with you as the fight progresses. Don't mistake the talk for a guy that cannot back it up with action. Colby Covington is a savage.
Fear is not a factor for Colby Chaos Covington. All right, so an interesting stylistic clash here. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to take his opponent down and get off some of that patented ground and pound.
Yes, and once he's on top, he starts to just gain control first. He does not try to rush to the next position because he understands whether or not he's in the guard, half guard, or side control, he can find ways to land big damage. In the side control, he does a really good job of going knee on belly, posturing his body all the way to the top, and just coming down with big punches. Boom, once he lands, he goes back and he secures. Then he goes back to find another big strike. He does not waste energy just throwing little rabbit punches. Everything has to matter, as you've seen in some of the great ground and pound fighters we've ever seen, like Jack Hermanson, guy that beats you into the bottom of the octagon until you roll over and give up your neck to get submitted.
Yeah, nothing pitter-patter about it.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Colby Chaos Covington. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 19 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Welterweight Champion of the World, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves this one.
You ready?
Well, it's a venue that needs no introduction. The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. And even for a Boston guy, I have levels of appreciation for the building.
I mean, when you walk into MSG, you get chills because you understand the history that comes with competing in this arena.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, single collar tie now. And they separate. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the penalty.
But potentially a critical takedown here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, has the guard closed here.
Oh, watch guillotine here. Watch guillotine. There it is.
Oh, beautiful counter there as he gains the side mount and try to get out of this guillotine by potentially attempting a Von Flue. Wow. Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Usman. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
And they both stand up. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman.
And what a fantastic wrestler. Great takedown. Oh, wow,
Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Maybe going with that Von Flue choke, or I guess we should probably call it the OSP at this point. And there it is. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
Well, it's one thing to earn a UFC title. It's another thing to get it done emphatically the way he did tonight. The undisputed UFC welterweight champion, your winner by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 47 seconds in the very first round. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, so he came in the best welterweight in the world. Nothing changes tonight. Congratulations to the still UFC welterweight champ.
He understands that he is the best fighter in the world at 170 pounds, and he proved that tonight.